Hey there, I am ecstatic that you're joining me today. My name is Debra and I am a certified master dementia strategist. Later on in the video, I'm going to have a free gift for you, so make sure you stay tuned. I would also like to invite you to my TikTok channel, which has been wildly popular beyond my beliefs, but it has like really just taken off. So I invite you to follow me on TikTok. I'd love to have you there. We have a wonderful community with actually almost 500,000 followers on TikTok now. So it's an exciting place to be, and it's someplace I never really thought I would ever be. But today, we're going to talk about a really important topic. We're going to talk about things like power of attorney and healthcare proxy. And this is really, really important stuff. And these types of questions come up quite a bit. The first thing I want to tell you is I am not an attorney, and I'm not giving you any legal advice except to seek the advice of an elder law attorney or a estate planning attorney. So that's where I'm going to direct you to. And of course, you can probably find some really good ones through your local area on aging, Office of the Aging in your area, or maybe even from the Alzheimer's Association. I know they often can refer you to a good elder law or estate planning attorney. You do want somebody who specializes in elder law for these types of situations. You do not want to use a general attorney or the one who, did the paperwork when you purchased your house, because these laws change all the time, and you're going to want somebody who really has a good understanding of this type of law, because you're going to want to protect assets and really make the best decisions, because you can make very bad decisions for your loved one, and you don't want to do that. So please, in my personal opinion, you will get back what you pay for an elder law attorney to get you the right paperwork and make sure everything is in order. So as this disease progresses, if you have been diagnosed with any type of dementia, this disease progresses, it gets continuously worse. It is a degenerative disease of the brain. There's no stopping it. And unfortunately, it is fatal. So when we get an early diagnosis, and I am a big advocate for early diagnosis, this in particular is one of the most important reasons why early diagnosis is so important. And that's because you need to get this paperwork in order. You need to get your final wishes discussed with your family members. Now is the time when you still have some good days and you're still able to make decisions and have these discussions about what things are going to look like and what your final wishes are. This is the time to have those conversations. They're not conversations we want to have. They're not comfortable, but they are necessary. So early diagnosis helps us to have these opportunities to make decisions and have these conversations on what our loved one really wants, because we may not really know what they want. It may be completely different than what we would have guessed. So this is an opportunity to find out what their wishes are and see if we can make those desires happen. So I do want to let you know that on my website, I have this really great free PDF. It's called Understanding Different Types of Dementia. And this is free for you under the Resources tab at answersaboutalz.org. That's answersaboutalz.org. And it has the different dementias, the average life expectancies, symptoms, and causes for several different types of dementia. There's actually over 100 types of dementia, but this document only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, kind of the big ones. So this is for you. You're welcome. So head on over to answersoboutalz.org and pick up your free copy of that. So I want to talk a little bit again about power of attorney, healthcare proxy, things like that. So these are documents that should be filled out by an attorney. I do not recommend having a social worker fill out these types of paperwork, but an elder law attorney is your best bet. There are different types of power of attorneys. There are, you can have multiple people named as a power of attorney. They can have, you can have like your 2 children. You can also have one person named as your medical power of attorney, and you can have a different person named for your financial power of attorney. You can have the same person named for both. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. And your attorney will kind of walk you through who may be the best decision for what jobs. Now, whoever you're naming power of attorney, you should have a discussion with that person. The attorney should also be having a discussion with that person and letting them know what the responsibilities are. This is where the gray area lies. And over the many, many years that my husband and I have owned a home care agency, he now is running that. However, it's important that the person who is named financial power of attorney clearly understands their role. In my experience in my home care business, this is not clearly defined. And I kind of take fault with that for the elder law attorneys, maybe who are not really clearly defining how this works with the person who you are naming as your agent for financial power of attorney. When you name someone a power of attorney, what that means is that, let's say I name my son my power of attorney, okay? I am still in charge of everything unless I either give him permission or I am incapacitated and cannot make these functions happen myself. So let's say I am intubated, I can't speak, I'm hospitalized, I'm unconscious, I'm in a coma, I'm unable to pay my bills. My son is then able to go and pay my bills on my behalf. Okay? If I have dementia, I am still considered able to take care of myself. Now, I can hand over everything to my son and say, yes, please pay my bills. I can also say, no, I don't want you to pay my bills. Even if maybe I'm not making the best decisions, that is still my choice. So you can see how it gets a little blurry, right? The biggest problem is when a family member feels that I'm power of attorney, so I can do whatever I want. That is not how power of attorney works. The person has to be incapacitated or say it's okay for someone to take over these responsibilities. I also have run into many situations where a family member, usually an adult children, feel that, well, you know, I'm in charge of all the money now, and I'm going to get the money anyways, eventually, after death, in the estate, I'm in the will. So I'm just going to go ahead and help myself to X amount of dollars now. That also is not legal. So what can happen is if your person does end up going into a nursing home, there is a 5-year look back period. And that nursing home is going to find out that you helped yourself to this money early, and they will come after you for it. So these are all things that you need to have these discussions with your attorney. What can we do? What can we not do with the money legally? And an attorney is going to be able to help you to set up maybe a trust. They're going to make sure that your will is in order and your medical power of attorney and your financial power of attorney. And that's their job. That's what you're paying them for. And you have to listen to what they're saying. You have to take their advice. And a good elder law or estate planning attorney will help you to be able to maybe figure out the best way to move assets to protect some of it, right, from a nursing home. But you have to do it the right way or it won't end up pretty. Let's just say that. It can get very, very complicated and very sticky. So we have to be really, really careful on how we're handling these types of things. So again, early diagnosis is key. Got to start having these conversations and figuring out what we want. And we need to try to not let our own personal biases get in the way of decisions that we're making for others. We have to remember that we really are acting as the agent for someone else and what their wishes are, and not necessarily what our personal biases are. We need to try to leave those out of the picture. So I want to tell you again, go to answersabout.alz.org for your free Understanding Different Types of Dementia. It's under the free resources tab on the website. And also don't forget to get a copy of Forget Me Not. This is a #1 bestseller. This is saving relationships every single day. This has communication, behaviors, sundowning, bathing, hallucinations, delusions, validation and scripts. It has activities, end of life. It's all in here for you. This is a really great book. You will absolutely love it. Guaranteed. It's available on Amazon, wherever books are sold, and has a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So follow me on all social media. And by the way, if you would like all the chaos to pretty much disappear, if you would like to get a hold on these dementia symptoms, sign up for the Certified Master Dementia Strategist course. It's about 20 hours long, and it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. So make your life easier. Visit my website, book a call. We can talk about the course. I don't want you to suffer anymore. And why should you? The answers are out there. You just got to come and get them. So hopefully you'll book a call with me and we'll talk about the course so that we can reduce your stress level by about 80%. How would that sound? Behaviors, let's reduce those by about 80, 90%. How would that feel? Yeah. Book a call. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for joining me. And make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.